Good morning, everybody. So with today's video, got Chad here, and we are going to be talking about the latest release from Givenchy, and that is going to be Givenchy Gentleman Society Extrême Eau de Parfum. Now, my review will be from a sample, but Chad does have the bottle, so we just thought, why not do it here?
Yeah.
All right, so if you hear any noise, we're at a public park. We can't help that. We got here first, but I don't want to be part of Joey Swole's call-out, so there you go.
Canceled. Yeah.
All right, so this is actually launched in 2024. Classification, we're not exactly sure, but the note breakdown for this one here. Top notes are going to be nutmeg and peppermint along with clary sage. The mid is going to be coffee, Orris Root, French Narcissus, Haitian Vetiver, and regular Vetiver. All right then. Base notes is going to be Madagascar Vanilla, Australian Sandalwood, and Himalayan Cedar.
Interesting.
So this is nothing like the original. So I do have two samples. Well, I have the original sample at home that they gave me last week. But this is very different.
Darker. It's definitely darker for sure.
Darker and sweeter because you definitely most certainly get that vanilla. With the original, it was like a yellow floral type of fragrance.
Yeah.
Yellow floral with maybe a little bit of spice. This is a little floral, a lot less than the original.
I will say, like, when you're exactly right. One thing I noticed about the original is that it stayed sweet, like for like maybe like a minute or two, and then it kind of dried down really quick, and you lost that opening. This one stays that opening of the first one kind of sweetness for like the whole duration.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So you think that you're gonna get iris when it's really orris, but you know it's Orris Root. It's the same thing, and it really, but the orris does add that powdery undertone. You do get a little bit of nutmeg in the opening. Peppermint, I don't get that at all. But you also get that roasted coffee bean.
Yeah, it kind of sits as a supportive base. I realized that it kind of like darkens up the sweetness of this fragrance a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
In the first one, it was kind of just a little bright and sweet. This one's dark and sweet, if that makes sense. I like it though. Like it adds like a little bit of a seductive undertone to it.
This kind of reminds me of like a cafe, like a French cafe in Paris, where you have the coffee instead of like you have the roasted coffee with a squirt of vanilla.
Yeah.
With like a little bit of like French Narcissus around, and maybe like some vetiver. Like you have like the woods in the background.
I think that the woody notes to this kind of give it like, I thought this in the original one as well, but the original one has Palo Santo, I think.
Okay.
But it has like a little bit of a pencil shaving type of woody smell to me.
That I don't get.
No, yeah.
Like from the original. This. Okay, so I'm gonna say something very controversial. Givenchy, the Gentleman series, their fragrances are not exactly the most masculine.
No, they're definitely not. I agree completely.
They are on the gentleman's side. So like they definitely, what they do with them are brilliant. So they stay true to how they construct their fragrances. This is a little bit, for me, this could be a unisex fragrance.
Yeah.
The other one, like the original, was a little unisex, but is more masculine than this one here. I think it's the added orris and that vanilla that femmes this one up.
Yeah, so in the original one, there was a complaint because most of the Givenchy Gentleman line is known for their iris, right? Like a lot of the more successful ones in the line. And this one basically takes the original, adds that orris in there, and it does a little bit femme it up. I totally see what you're saying, especially with the added sweetness and less woody notes in the base. I completely agree, yeah.
This is a fragrance for a modern day gentleman, someone who likes fashion, is all about manners maketh man. Is gentlemanly, but at the same time, it's a little flirtatious.
For sure.
It's a little fun.
Yeah.
So I do think that this is like preppy style, suit and tie, tuxedo-esque, and it's really just a versatile fragrance. I think that this would be a tremendous night out scent.
For sure.
Not a club. That's where the douchebags go. Like if you're wearing this to a club, and you're trying to pick up some honeys, the ladies are gonna think that you're wearing a female fragrance.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
This has way too much class for the club. Now, I do think that you can wear this to a lounge. This would be a great date fragrance.
Absolutely.
And if you're getting married in like the fall and winter time, because that's what this is, it's a fall and winter fragrance, this is a great scent for that.
Definitely.
How is the performance on you, Chad?
I think it was around like I'm trying to remember because it's been a little bit since I sprayed it because it was like in the summer or something that I reviewed it. But I think it was like around between like 5 and 7 hour mark.
That's it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And honestly, I'll tell you, one thing I've noticed about the Society line in general is that when I spray these fragrances on, it's like an automatic on-off switch to my nose. Like I spray it and it's just like, oh, I'm nose blind immediately.
Really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I really had to test it on other people, and it was a mix of between 5 to 7, sometimes slight skin scent at 8.
I'm going to catch a lot of flack right now. So, eau de parfums for me, and I know that a lot of people cringe when I say eau de parfum, but that's just how French Canadians...
They don't like the French Canadian, eh?
I know, it's like, and this is a Parisian brand, so I can just imagine right now.
Oh, yeah.
But eau de parfums, doesn't matter what it is, like what brand, they generally last 7 to 8 hours, maybe 9 at the most. I got 24 hours.
Really?
No,
Wow.
sorry, no. 18 to 20 hours.
So you woke up the next morning and still smelt it on you. That's amazing.
So
I wish I got that kind of performance.
even after showering, this sample, mind you, when I spray everybody, it's not out here. It's more like here.
Okay, so you get that concentrated like sheen of oil.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
for
a
sure.
lot more potent.
Yeah.
But I would say that this would be 7 to 8 hours. But for me, a lot of the fragrances that I've reviewed in the past, people complain that, oh, you know, like, I only get 4 to 5. Well,
I hear that all.
I do have, I don't want to say better skin chemistry than other people, but these generally just last longer on my skin. So I'm just fortunate.
There's some fragrances that'll do that. Like you'll find that some fragrances will last longer on you, like by far, than it does on anyone else, and it's all to do with skin chemistry and how your nose reacts to this like molecules in here and everything. It's all dependent on your skin chemistry.
But even like after like showering and everything, it was still there. Like I would wake up the next morning.
That sounds overwhelming.
No,
like to be
but,
honest, you know.
Like the projection on this little thing, and mind you, again, I spray very close.
Yeah.
And it's like that even with bottles. Like if it's a bottle, maybe it's here, like not out here, right?
Yeah.
It's still projected quite nicely.
That's
So
good, yeah.
like this is a bit of a projecting beast, and the sillage really good. If you over apply, this will be cloying very quickly. And
sure.
because that this is gentleman society, true gentlemen don't overspray. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I agree.
Do you have anything else to add to this review?
Yeah, so I would say, since there is now 2 to the line, I would say that if you like more sweet, almost borderline date night seductive type fragrances,
Boom.
this is your one. If you
That-
like more of a masculine, classy type of, I don't know, maybe even a signature scent type of smell, you can go with the first one. They're a little bit different to me. I do get similarities, but this one I think could be better. I was a little bit hard on it, but it's very good.
This is better of the two, in my opinion. Mind you, I'm not exactly the most gently kind of guy, nor the most masculine kind of guy. It's not a put down. I'm just honest, right? But by gentlemen, like by society standards, I'm not exactly what you would consider a traditional masculine guy.
You know, this
But
is
is just.
it's good.
I really like this one.
Yeah, it's
like
good.
so far that if I were to do a top 10 new releases, really top 5, I think that this is one of the best releases this year.
Fair enough, yeah. I've actually grown to, this is why I'm taking my time more and more with reviews sometimes, because like, to be fair, I almost rushed this one a little bit, and like it grew on me afterwards after I did the review. Sometimes that happens. I think I'm gonna do one video one time of like fragrances I liked after reviewing more.
That's an idea for
You know, because this one actually grew on me a little bit more, and I think I might prefer it over the original now. You never know.
This I prefer over the original. This would be money well worth spent, but it's got to hit the discounters and for a better price tag.
Yeah.
You spent retail, right?
Retail, yeah.
Yeah.
This when it just came out because I love the original.
Did you buy the Hudson's Bay or Shoppers?
Sephora?
Oh.
Yeah, Sephora.
So you're probably pushing close to $200.
Yeah, it was
And,
expensive.
and that's insane for
Yeah.
designers nowadays. Designers are becoming way too expensive for a lot of people. So,
Yes.
all right, guys. So that is our take of Givenchy Gentleman Society Extrême Eau de Parfum. So, any other videos that I've done from this brand, they will all be down in the description box below. Because that this is a gentlemanly type of fragrance, why don't you check out right here, and please check out this young man. His link will be down in the description box below. And geez Louise, he's already passed me in the sub count. So, congratulations!
Oh, wow.
there,
Yeah. I wouldn't have done it without you though, man. I
you know
appreciate
what?
it. You put me on when I was at
you
300
did-
subscribers.
But you did all the work. So
With your help,
You're-
and mentorship. and you've
Not
led me in
really.
the right path.
But your stuff is a lot more polished and professional. So guys, please make sure to check them out.
I appreciate that. Thank
So
you.
guys, that's it. If you like this very video, please leave us one of these. We thank you for your time. Take care, and we will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.